If God sees everything, why are the innocent still being sold? We have to talk about Sodom to understand this a little better. In the Bible, there was a place called Sodom, and it wasn't destroyed for just one kind of sin. In the book of Ezekiel 16 makes it clear the root was pride, it was excess, comfort, complete neglect of the poor and the vulnerable, and sexual sin. They had abundance and still chose corruption. They became hardened, not just in what they did, but who they became. And when that kind of corruption fully matures, God doesn't ignore it. Scripture says Sodom was destroyed with fire and brimstone from heaven. It was completely wiped out. You can look on YouTube. People are still finding fireballs, brimstone balls in the land that once was Sodom and Gomorrah. And right now, people are seeing fireballs falling and objects burning through the sky. God has already shown in Scripture that when corruption reaches a certain point, he responds. He said in Ezekiel 16, God looks at his own people and says, "You became worse than Sodom." Why? Because they knew better. They had truth. They had covering. They had blessing. And still, they ignored the vulnerable and normalized corruption. And the Bible doesn't hide what that looks like. In Joel 3:3 says people were traded, boys and girls sold for profit. And Amos 2:6 says the innocent were sold like currency. So when people ask today, why is this still happening? Why are the innocent still being exploited? It's what happens when a society stops valuing what God calls sacred. And then in Ezekiel 17, a great eagle rises, a powerful system. The eagle reaches for the top of the cedar branch, the people planted under God, and carries them into another land. What does that sound like? Who does that sound like right now? Later, another eagle comes and reaches for a fresh branch, showing the pattern repeats. People and nations look to worldly systems and not the Most High, shifting loyalty and seeking protection in the wrong places. And look at the world right now, the alliances, the influence, the power structures. That pattern didn't disappear.